What's going on, everybody? It's been quite some time since I've done any kind of YouTube video. I've been struggling with mental health a little bit. I've had like one tiny hypomania event. Otherwise, I've been pretty low since my last video. So I'm trying to get back in the habit of doing everything, hopefully being a little bit more consistent with things. Now, I have been doing streaming, usually Thursdays and Fridays, but for the most part, I've had some kind of mental health issue just about every week. So a lot of times I don't stream Friday. I have streamed the last 2 days because my wife has had kind of an odd work schedule, and I typically stream every Thursday anyways. I did have therapy early in the day, so after that, I did some kind of hanging around. I tried doing a vlog yesterday, somewhere between the first intermission of a hockey game I was watching, the Rangers versus Penguins. It was actually a really exciting game. Rangers took the game 3-0, and towards the end of it, it started getting pretty feisty. So that's going to make for an interesting and fun playoff series, because I'm pretty certain the Rangers and Penguins are going to end up meeting in the first round. That being said, my wife's gotten a new job starting this year, so she's on kind of a consistent work schedule for the most part, and occasionally she has some kind of odd shifts. Like yesterday, the day before, she went in at 3, didn't get out until late in the evening. Yesterday was kind of a shorter day overall. I think she got home somewhere around like 9:30, 9:45. The night before, it wasn't until like 10:45, 11 o'clock. So I did have some decent streams, like 7:30 to 11 kind of thing. I've been streaming the Halo series lately. I finished Halo Reach, Halo Combat Evolved last night. We'll be doing Halo 2 tonight. Make sure you kind of stay tuned to Twitter and Discord. That's where I'm going to be posting all my videos, both YouTube, and I'll post my going live tweets in on Twitter and Discord. Now, I do have a role for those who do stream, so you can get auto announcements in my Discord as soon as you go live. And I've taken over an old community I was part of and trying to kind of filter everyone into my Discord, where we can kind of get to know each other, rekindle some friendships, and allow everyone to get some kind of exposure for their streams. Just making friends in general for those who are new. Links for those, both my Twitter and Discord, will be in the description below. And I've been kind of lax on TikTok. I had done a handful of videos last year, towards the end of last year. I'm hoping to get more consistent with those as well. So for me, it's just kind of getting back into the swing of things, because it's something I really enjoy. And trying to get consistent. Now, YouTube videos are probably going to be once, maybe twice a week, just based on my work schedule. It's pretty hectic. I get Thursdays and Fridays off. I get maybe 2 opening shifts, so I doubt I'm going to do anything on opening shifts. I got to start getting up earlier so I can maybe film something in the morning on my closing shifts, and hopefully get those edited maybe once I get home. I do have a bit of a drive, so I'm not going to do any kind of vlogging once I get home. I usually don't get home until about 9 o'clock when I close. And it's only because I work in South Central. I'm due out at 8:30, but you know, sometimes we have customers in after close. Close is at 8, and then it takes about 25, maybe 30 minutes to get home. Working mornings, it's much different. It's like 45 minutes to an hour just because of LA traffic. That's just the way it is. I have been moved to a new store. I'm now working in South Central, and actually one of the worst and most dangerous areas, one of the most violent areas in all of LA County. There have been shootings pretty much at my store, on the intersection closest to us, down the road. It's just the nature of the beast. So I'm hoping I can get transferred somewhere back to Inglewood, where I have worked in the past. Not the same store, because that store is way too slow, and I am on a commission-based job. Other than that, I've been doing some studying to get some new certificates, one through Google, some through edX. Mostly are going to be programming. I've been learning Kotlin through Google, which is an Android and app development language. I'm going to try and refresh on Java, maybe get a better understanding on C, C++, C#. Got to learn Python. Those are all important and more modern languages that are used. A little bit less so on Java and the C languages, as they are older languages, but they're still pretty prevalent. I've been trying to learn Linux as its own different beast. The GUI, the graphical user interface, is pretty self-explanatory, pretty easy to use, somewhat similar to Windows, kind of similar to Mac OS. It's kind of like a hybrid in between, but it's free. It's open source software. There's many different versions, so kind of learning Linux is challenging but fun. Kotlin, since I've been learning that, is actually pretty easy. It's very similar to Java. It's a fun language to learn. Been doing a lot of notes. Then I'm going to go back to the course, try and go through the course, learn a lot, and then start getting certificates in those languages, hopefully in Linux. And then I also want to do some basic cybersecurity and ethical hacking, networking, just to put these on my resume and try and find a more consistent time schedule for my job, a little bit better of a job, maybe even work from home. That way I can save some gas, especially nowadays with gas prices being, I get gas for around $5.50, and then I have my commute. So it cost me like almost $70 to fill up on a fuel efficient car. I can't even imagine what my Jeep would have been like. Probably would have easily been $120, and it would have been a week, easily a week. So I'm done with that, thank God. I'm on to a more fuel efficient car. It's a Hyundai Elantra. It's an old car, so it's not max fuel efficiency, but it's reliable. It's a good car, and it's much more fuel efficient than I've had in the past. So, like I said, hoping to get closer to home first, and then also in a safer neighborhood. Inglewood, I know it sounds bad, it has its stigma, but Inglewood's really not that bad. And then hopefully get a better paying, more regulated schedule that I may be even able to work from home. Now, like I said earlier, I've had some struggles with my mental health. I do have regular appointments on Thursdays, so that kind of helps, makes it a little bit easier to do streams Thursday. And oftentimes I miss Friday because I have kind of at least one mental health challenging day every week. I should be able to stream today. Going back to that Halo series, should be able to start Halo 2 today. Finished Combat Evolved yesterday. Had taken kind of a little break over the past week, just over the early week, so getting back into it was pretty fun. I typically get at least one new achievement every run through of each game. So since my last vlog, I've probably completed the series like 3, maybe 4 times. So I'll be going to 2 starting today, then Halo 3 ODST, and then on to Halo 3, and then 4. I'm most likely not going to do Halo 5 because it's only on Xbox, it's not on PC, which means I'm back on controller, and I really don't want to deal with controller. It's just been way too long since I've used controller for shooters, so my aim is horrendous. So I really only use consoles for sports games. Now, I got my taxes done today. It took about an hour and a half, and then it was about a 10-minute drive. Started at 11, didn't get home until 11:45, 11:50, and then tried to record this first vlog, but my sound was screwed up. I had a noise gate that was too strict, and so I had to open that up, kind of turn off the noise gate altogether, keep my volume at a reasonable level so that it can actually pick up in the mic. I'm hoping it hasn't been peaking. I mean, looking at this, it looks like it's barely getting into the red, and for OBS, that's kind of what you're looking for at max volume. So I'm kind of happy with where I've got it. I'll try and edit this before stream. Hopefully it won't be too large of an edit, and then I can get that uploaded and start streaming, hopefully by like 3:34. It will take some time to upload. That's just the way YouTube is. And then I can get on to streaming. Now, my wife will probably be home probably somewhere around 5:30, maybe 6 o'clock. So I'll probably finish sometime in the evening. That way I can hang out with her before she goes to bed. And then I'll probably do some gaming after that. Now, for a while, I was doing Halo Infinite. Campaign's pretty big because it's open world. I've kind of taken a break from that. I did some multiplayer. My wife and I last year were doing some multiplayer customs just because she's not a fan of doing online. So we just went against some bots, had some fun with that. Definitely tweaked the settings just so she can have a little bit more fun. I've done some online social, and I've done online competitive. I did my placements, placed in Plat 1, have been able to work my way up to Plat 2 this season, but I don't know that I'm going to do much more than that. That being said, I'm very excited for tonight's stream. I'm excited to get my first vlog out in a while. I did try one yesterday. It obviously failed just because of the game. I didn't get to edit it, went into stream, and then I was up till like 4. I might be starting a small stage of hypomania, but I don't really think so because I forgot my meds until too late last night. So I couldn't sleep. I didn't fall asleep until about 6, then had my appointment at 11. It was probably up from like 9:30 on and off till like I had to be to the place by 11. So I was up by like 10:20, but I was actually waking up somewhere around 9. So it's like 3 hours of sleep. So I gotta make sure I take my meds a bit earlier today so that I can actually sleep because I have work tomorrow. Although I close, I still want to get my sleep. Now, during closing days would be the days I try and actually create any kind of videos. Like I said earlier, won't be during morning days, and I'm trying to, one, get more consistent, but I'm not trying to overload myself and do videos every day like I used to. I'm hoping to do maybe 1 to 2 videos, maybe 3 videos a week, but 3 is going to be pushing it. Going to try and get more consistent with TikTok and stay consistent with streaming. This will be the 3rd day in a row I've streamed. My wife has a consistent schedule where she can work from home, but occasionally she has some crazy shifts. Like the last 2 days she went in at 3. She went at 9 today. Yeah, 9:30. She worked from home to start, and then she had to go to a site to get some samples to do some testing. At least as far as I remember, that's what she had to do. Yeah, and that's pretty much what's been going on over the past several months and last few weeks. I'm trying to keep this guy kind of short so that I can easily edit it and get that going. That way I can start stream at a reasonable time. and we'll get on to this Halo 2. Just very excited for that. Now, keep an eye on my Twitter and Discord. That's where you're going to find all my random ass tweets, random thoughts. It's where I'm going to post videos, so stay tuned to that for any posts. It's where I announce when I'm going live, as well as my Discord, YouTube, and YouTube videos will be posted, and then going live announcements will be there. As I've taken control of a community, I'm kind of hoping more people will come in and we can get them some going live announcements as well. So stay tuned for those. Those will be both in the description below. That being said, I think I'm going to really wrap this one up. There's not too much more going on, but definitely keep an eye on those socials. I'll also try and get TikTok videos posted both on Twitter and in Discord, and try and get more consistent with all my content in general, TikTok, YouTube, and streaming. Typically stream 2 days a week, Thursdays and Fridays, so definitely keep an eye on those days and my Twitter to see when I'm going live. And I think that's about it. So until the next time, Noxie out.